Hi, and welcome to the video series for Economic Principles ECO 10004. Today, we're going to discuss moves along the demand curve and contrast this with shifts in the curve. Let's start by asking a question. What happens if the price of a product changes? Intuitively, as the price increases, we know that people are going to want less. And the way we talk about this in economics, or describe it, is we say that the quantity demanded by consumers will fall when the price increases. And as price falls, the quantity demanded will then rise. And so we have a negative relationship between price and quantity demanded. Now, in order to explore this further, let's consider some data. Let's consider lemonade market, where lemonade is sold at a beach and all the days are sunny days. After collecting some data, we might have this information. Here we have a table where we have price in cents and quantity of bottles of lemonade demanded at each price point. So at 80 cents, the quantity demanded is 30. If the price falls to 70 cents, the quantity demanded increases to 40. And if the price falls again to 60 cents, the quantity demanded rises to 50. Now, when we put it in a table like this, we refer to it as a demand schedule. We can also put this into a graph, and we would call this the demand curve. To do this, we have price on this axis, quantity demanded on this axis. We can now plot these points. So we have 4 price points, 50, 60, 70, 80. In terms of quantity demanded, and the last point is 60. We can now plot this. And at 80 cents, the quantity demanded is 30. And we put a point here. At 70 cents, the quantity demanded is now 40. At 60 cents, quantity demanded increases to 50. And at 50 cents, the quantity demanded increases to 60. We can join the dots, and here we have a demand curve. And remember that it is sunny days. So what would be a move along this demand point curve? Let's take this point here, A, and let's say that they increase the price from 60 to 70. Quantity demanded falls to 40, and that would give us this point B. And what we can see is that we have moved along this demand curve. Both A and B are on the demand curve. Let's say that it isn't price that's changing, but something else is changing. Let's take an example where the price is unchanged, but it's no longer a sunny day, it's an overcast day. Does this mean that the quantity demanded will stay the same? And the answer is no. Now, why would this be the case? Most likely, if it's an overcast day, fewer people want to go to the beach. If there are fewer people at the beach, there are fewer people to buy bottles of lemonade. Let's say that the price is 60 cents and it's no longer a sunny day, it's an overcast day, and the quantity demanded is now only 30. We can put that point right here, we'll call that C. You can see that C is no longer on the demand curve. Rather, it's off to the left. quantity demanded has fallen from 50 to 30, even though the prices stayed the same. Now that would happen whether the price was 60, 70, 80, or even 50 cents. So we need to go out and collect a little bit more data and find out what the quantity demanded is on overcast days. And here we go. So you can see our original point at 60 cents. If it was a sunny day, we're lucky enough to sell 50 because the quantity demanded is 50. If it's a cloudy day, the quantity demanded has now fallen to 30. We can plot the other points. So at 70, it's now 20. And at 80, it's 10. And at 50, its quantity demanded is 40. And we can join the dots of this new curve. And that's demand when it's overcast. So the point A to B is a move, a long curve. But when we go from A to C, because it's now an overcast day, we call this a shift. So what is the key points that we're trying to say here? If price changes, then there is a move along the demand curve, and we call this a change in quantity demanded. If something other than price changes, for example the weather, then there is a shift of the demand curve. We have an entirely new demand curve, and we call this a change in demand. It's very important that we differentiate a change in quantity demanded from a change in demand. Thank you for watching, and please look out for the next video in the series coming shortly.